fluorescent lights of the grocery store hummed with a sickly, artificial glow, casting long, distorted shadows across the aisles. Amelia gripped her shopping basket, the plastic cool and slick against her palms. It was a routine trip, a mundane task to break the monotony of another quiet Tuesday. She navigated the familiar aisles, her gaze drifting over cans of soup and boxes of cereal. Then she felt it. A subtle shift in the air, a prickling sensation on the back of her neck. She glanced around, but there was no one immediately beside her. Yet, the feeling persisted, like an invisible presence just beyond her peripheral vision. She moved to the next aisle, reaching for a carton of milk. It was then she saw her. A young girl, no older than 10, stood at the end of the aisle, watching her. Her eyes, dark and unnervingly still, seemed to bore into Amelia's. Amelia offered a tentative smile, a silent acknowledgement. The girl didn't return it. Instead, she began to walk towards Amelia, her movements slow and deliberate, her gaze unwavering. Amelia's unease deepened. She picked up the milk and turned away, feigning interest in a display of artisanal cheeses. She heard the soft scuff of small shoes behind her, a quiet echo in the cavernous store. The girl was following. Panic began to bubble in Amelia's chest. She quickened her pace, weaving through the aisles, glancing back. The girl was still there, a small, persistent shadow, her face a mask of blank observation. Amelia decided to cut her losses. She abandoned her basket, her heart pounding, and practically fled towards the checkout. As she fumbled for her wallet, she felt a tap on her arm. She flinched, turning to see the girl standing beside her, a sales associate hovering on the other side. The girl's voice, thin and reedy, cut through the ambient noise. "She's been watching me," she said, pointing a small, accusatory finger at Amelia. The sales associate's expression shifted from mild annoyance to a look of deep concern. Amelia stammered an apology, feeling a flush of embarrassment and something else, something cold and unfamiliar, wash over her. She paid quickly and practically ran out of the store, the sales associate's gaze following her until she was out of sight. The next day, Amelia couldn't shake the feeling. The girl's unnervingly still eyes haunted her. She decided to try again, to finish her shopping, to prove to herself that it was just a strange encounter. As she entered the store, the same sales associate approached her, her face grave. "The little girl from yesterday," she began, her voice low. "She came back with 2 men. They said she wanted to press charges, said you were harassing her." Amelia's blood ran cold. Harassing me? She was the one following me. The sales associate sighed. "We checked the cameras. You're right. She was the one. She followed you, approached you. The men outside. They seemed very insistent. She left with them as soon as we told her we were reviewing the footage." Amelia's mind reeled. This wasn't a random, unsettling encounter. It was orchestrated. But why? Who were the men? And why would they use a child to frame her? A week later, as Amelia was walking down her quiet street, she saw them, approaching from a distance, a small, solitary figure between two imposing men. The girl, Amelia's breath hitched. The figures moved with an unnatural speed, a blur against the muted afternoon light. They passed her street without a glance, two dark shapes flanking a silent child, their purpose and their connection to Amelia a chilling, unanswered question that settled like a suffocating shroud over her mind. She never saw the girl again, but the image of those watchful, empty eyes and the men who held her like a captive prize was forever etched into her memory, a constant, icy reminder of the unseen forces that could manipulate and destroy with terrifying ease. Hello, viewers. It's Acula from the Acula Files. Did Amelia's story send shivers down your spine? Those empty eyes, those menacing figures, they remind us that sometimes the most innocent faces hide the darkest secrets. Be careful who you trust, and always remember you might be watched. Subscribe to the Acula Files if you dare to uncover more chilling mysteries.